Lying comfortably on your back, using whatever you need to support your back and head, and whatever you need to keep warm and comfortable. Now connecting to the breath and setting the intention to stay awake throughout this time of paying attention to the body. There is nothing to do other than to observe the body and its sensations, the body that is complete and whole, just as it is. Now connecting with the breath and feeling the easy flow of air in and out of the body. And now sensing the entire body from head to foot, while still connecting to the breath that gently nourishes the entire body, moment after moment. Feeling the abdominal wall moving out on the in-breath and in on the out-breath. Perhaps feeling the cool air caressing the skin of the face or the hands. If the mind wanders during this body scan, then be aware of this and gently escort the intention back to the breath and to the specific part of the body. This itself is the practice of mindfulness. Now seeing the specific ability of the mind to focus directly on an object, turning the attention to the left great toe. What is felt here? Can the sock or the gentle movement of air be felt? Is there tingling? Notice the ability for sensations to change. Perhaps no sensations are felt at all. And if this is so, just be aware of that. Now expanding the focus to all of the toes on the left foot. Perhaps they can be felt touching each other. And now moving the attention to the ball of the foot and to the heel. Feeling the pressure of the heel against the mat on the floor. Now attending to the arch of the foot, perhaps feeling its curve in your mind's eye. Now escorting the attention to the top of the foot, seeing what sensations are here. Perhaps the tendons and the ligaments can be felt below the skin. Now expanding the focus of intention to include the entire left foot. On the next in-breath, seeing if it is possible to guide the breath down into the foot itself. Now leaving the awareness of the foot behind and focusing on the left ankle, the sides, the top, and the curve of the tendon on the back of the ankle. Perhaps feeling the protrusion of the ankle bones. Now releasing the attention from the ankle and focusing on the left lower leg. Feeling the shin in front of the left lower leg as the skin stretches over the bone. And becoming aware of the sides of the lower leg. Now moving the attention to the calf area, aware of the calf muscle, perhaps touching the mat. And now to the knee that connects the upper and lower leg and is so important in ambulation. The kneecap and the curve at the back of the knee. If thoughts have been noticed, or if the mind has wandered into the past or into the future, then gently guide the intention back to the breath and then to the left knee. Noticing the wandering mind is an important part of the mindfulness practice. And now moving the focus of attention to the thigh and noting the large muscles in the front and the back of the left upper leg. Seeing what sensations are present here, and just being present with each sensation without needing to do anything or judge what arises. Now enlarging the scope of awareness to include the entire left leg. If it is possible for you, breathing directly into the left leg, allowing the air to nourish the entire left leg. Now moving the attention to the right foot, and specifically the toes of the right foot. Seeing if you can discern the individual toes touching each other, or any other sensations in the toes. And now expanding the focus to the entire right foot, and seeing if you can breathe the life force of air directly into the entire right foot. Now shifting the awareness to the right ankle, and then moving to the right lower leg, aware of the calf and the shin. Releasing the attention of the lower leg, and now moving to the right knee, and holding the awareness of any sensations in the right knee. Again becoming aware of any thoughts arising, or perhaps any sleepiness. Taking this opportunity to recommit to the practice of body awareness. Now becoming aware of the right thigh, and perhaps sensing the connection of the thigh bone to the right hip. Now releasing the thigh and becoming aware of the entire right leg. Breathing in and out directly into the right leg, if this works for you. Now expanding the awareness to both legs and bringing gratitude into consciousness for the legs and for their ability to support us connected to the earth. And now focusing the attention to the pelvic bowl, the space between just above the pubis and the pelvic floor. Feeling whatever sensations arise in this area. The genitals, the buttocks, the pelvic floor itself, including the rectum, and internally the end of the colon, the bladder, and perhaps the reproductive organs. resting in awareness of the pelvic bowl, both inner and outer sensations. Breathing again into the pelvic bowl. Now releasing that attention and moving the awareness to the entire circumference of the abdomen, from the diaphragm to the pelvic bowl. Aware of any sensations in this area. Now turning the attention to the lower back, aware of sensations either at the skin level or perhaps in the deeper back tissues. This area has supported the weight of the entire body and often is an area of tightness or discomfort. Caring for the self definitely includes care of the lower back. Now shifting awareness to the front of the abdomen, where we can easily feel the felt sense of the breath gently moving the abdominal muscles out and in with each breath. Now bringing attention to inside the abdomen, seeing if movement or even sound can be experienced. And becoming aware of the implicit knowing of the gut, the intuitive nature of gut feelings, and the ways that the body sensations can inform the mind with present moment-by-moment intelligence. And now leaving the abdomen behind and focusing on the entire chest, the front, the upper back, and the sides. Feeling the expansion of the chest on the in-breath, and perhaps even sensing the deeper lung tissues as the air floats into the lungs. And feeling the shoulder blades coming together on the out-breath. And now focusing on the heart space to see if perhaps the heartbeat can be felt. The heartbeats that occur moment after moment, keeping us alive without our input or our control. The heart is the important seat of emotion, where we can feel heartbreak or wholeheartedness. And feeling the heart's central role in love and compassion. If thoughts or emotions are arising, then gently return the attention back to the breath and to the chest. Now extending the awareness to the entire torso, the pelvic bowl, the abdomen, and the chest. Just connecting to and abiding in this important area, perhaps with a feeling of gratitude for all the gifts that arise from the torso. Now leaving the torso behind and focusing the attention on both hands, feeling the tingling or the coolness of the air or any other sensations in the hands. Perhaps being able to feel the individual fingers. Being aware if the sensations that arise are pleasant or unpleasant. And now being aware of the palms of the hands and the backs of the hands. Moving now the attention to the wrists, sensing the skin as well as the insides of the wrists. The wrists that connect the hand to the lower arm and are so important in helping with dexterity. Now sensing the forearms, both front and back, and being aware of the important attachment to the elbows. Having awareness of the back of the elbows on the mat, bringing the awareness to the upper arms and feeling the muscles. Are they relaxed or tight? And now expanding the focus of attention to the entirety of both arms. Breathing gently into the arms on each in-breath. Sensing whatever is present in this very moment in the arms. Now breathing intentionally in and out of the arms, if this works for you. And now moving the attention up into the shoulders as the focus of attention. This is often a place where stress manifests as stiffness and contraction. Scanning the shoulders for signs of tension, and if present, releasing that tension on the next out-breath. Allowing the shoulders to fall back onto the mat. Now releasing the shoulders and moving the attention to the neck. The neck which supports the head. Feeling any sensations in the back of the neck, at the sides or the front of the neck. Paying special attention to the area in front where the voice box is. This special area, the place where our voice and where song is generated, is sometimes tight and constricted. Feeling for sensations inside the neck, which allows the food and drink and air to flow freely to nourish and sustain the entire body. And now moving the focus of attention to the head. Feeling the sensations of the back of the head, where the head rests on the floor or on a cushion. Moving to the sides of the head, sensing the ears that carry sound into consciousness. feeling the scalp and the warmth provided by the hair. Now turning the attention to the face, perhaps feeling the air caressing the skin. Now allow awareness to pass over the nose into the air entering the nostrils, to the cheeks, the forehead, the eyelids, and now the mouth and lips. Allowing the awareness to enter the mouth and feel its wetness or dryness. Feeling the sensations of the tongue, perhaps sensations in the teeth. Now once more, connecting fully and completely with the breath, being fully present with the in and out movement of the breath, feeling the mind and the body quiet, just lying here, now, realizing that the breath is actually breathing us. Nothing for us to do, but to be aware of the breath. And now allowing awareness to expand to include the entire body once more. Feeling awareness starting at the top of the head and moving downward to the feet and hands. Feeling gratitude for this body, complete and whole, just as it is, sustaining us and keeping us alive, moment after moment. When you are ready, rolling comfortably and slowly over to the right side, and now pushing up with the left hand and the right elbow, slowly coming to a sitting position. And now placing the palms of the hands together in front of the chest and softly saying, Namaste. May the divine in me recognize the divine in you. Namaste.